Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to add a new product and manage your shop. So I'm going to just show you the very basics. I'm not going to go into great detail on how to manage your shop, but the basics should be good enough for you to be able to add a product or manage your products. So if you have a WordPress site, typically what we use is Woocommerce. It's a plugin that enables e-commerce for your site on your WordPress site. So once you're logged in, to go ahead and add a new product and to manage your products, you'll see this option here, products. So you want to go ahead and click on that, and you'll see all your products listed here. And if you need to add a new one, go ahead and click add new. So let's go ahead and add a new product. Okay, so when you add a new product, obviously we want to put in a product name. So in this example, I'm just gonna do test product example. Okay, it could be whatever product that you have. Just make sure that you have the proper name or title for that product. And then in this area right here where you can insert some text, this is where you're going to have the main description for the product. So it would be like the long part, the long description. So I'm going to go into the shop part of the site so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, just so you know, when you have a shop on your site, typically the link to your shop would be, your domain/shop. So if we go to that, we can access the shop. So I have a test product here already, but I'm going to show you what the long description looks like. So the long main description would be down here, which is this part right here. And then if you scroll all the way down, there's the product short description. That will be up top right here by the price and the add to cart button. So just so you know, just remember that this is the short description on the bottom. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and insert long description text. Well, actually, let me go ahead and grab some text. So I'm going to add some fake text, and then I'm going to do a short description and just copy that and put it down here. And then so you had the descriptions, and now what I want to go through is this part, the product data. So for the most part, if you have some simple products that don't have any variations, just keep it at simple product. You have some options here, but the default is simple product. So for this, I'm just going to keep it at the simple product. I will talk about the variable product shortly. Let's just go through this first, and then we can go over the variable product. So go ahead and put in your price, and you have all these other options to put in your inventory, what you have in stock. So if you want to manage the stock quantity, let's just say you have limited quantities of this product, and you don't want people buy it when it's not available, go ahead and put a number, and your site WooCommerce will automatically track how many people buy it and track that quantity for you. So if it's out of stock, if it says 0, then people are not going to be able to buy it. They'll see that it's on your site, but it'll say that it's out of stock. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to uncheck that. So it technically means unlimited stock. And then you can add your shipping options. I'm not going to get into that. So a lot of people don't really need that. But what I typically recommend, I think it's easier to just incorporate the shipping costs into your price. And then you could say something like free shipping. But if it gets a little bit more complicated, you can definitely add shipping and integrate different types of shipping options. But I'm not going to go through that in this video. So I would just ignore the linked products. You can add other products, that you can upsell on that page, but I'm not going to go through that. The attributes, that will be under when I go over the variable product option, but right now this is a simple product, so we're just going to leave that alone. And then we're not going to go through these either. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep it simple. And then another thing that you want to keep in mind is your product categories. So like, let's say we're selling t-shirts. Then that would be the category. So you have different types of products that you're selling, maybe t-shirts, mugs, books, whatever it is, those would be the categories. So you want to add that category accordingly. And the product tags, I typically describe that as more specific categories. So like, let's say you're selling different types of products like t-shirts and mugs, then maybe a product tag could be like red or a color, or it could be something where people can search through that particular tag in case they want to see something more specific towards what they're looking for. And then we have the product image. So the product image is the main product thumbnail. As you can see here, this dog here that's for sale is the main product image. And then what you see down here, these are the thumbnails, the secondary images. That would be the product gallery. So let's go ahead and set a product image. I'm going to go ahead and choose, I'm going to do the berries for the main image, and then the product gallery. I'm going to choose some random images here. I'm just going to do these 4 images right here. Just make sure you just check them and then click add to gallery. And there they go. They're in the gallery. So let's go ahead and just publish this and test it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and publish. So now let's go back to that main shop page. I'm going to refresh. When you add a new product, this page will automatically add any new products that you add. So I just refreshed it, and there it is, our new product right here, test product example. Let's click on it and let's see what it looks like. So here's my short description I inserted, and then the price that I put, and then we scroll down, we have the thumbnails, and then we have the longer description here as well. So this option, this site or this product, you have the option to write reviews. Buyers can write reviews on your product. Now, if you don't want to show the reviews, you can actually hide that by going into, let's see right here, advanced, and just click uncheck the enable reviews, and that would just remove that review option. So there's that's the simple product. So let's pretend that this is a more complex product where we need variables. Like, let's say you're selling a t-shirt and you have different color t-shirt options. So we want to go ahead and change this from simple product here and change it to variable product. So there's a few steps that we'll need to do to add our variables. So first thing we need to do is I'm going to change it to variable product, but I'm going to go ahead and we need to go back. I'm going to click update. Now we need to actually go back to this section right here under products and click attributes. So I already have some attributes here. I'm going to delete it just so I can do it over and show just for this tutorial. So let's say we don't have any attributes, but we have a t-shirt that we want to sell that has different colors. So let's go ahead and name the attribute, the main category for this attribute would be color, and the slug would be color. Just be the same thing. You could just copy and paste, make sure it stays the same, and then click add attribute. Okay, so now we added that, but now we need to add the actual colors. So let's go ahead and click configure terms. So now we need to add the colors. So we're gonna have red option for t-shirts. Make sure it's just the same, just copy and paste. And then we'll also have green. I don't capitalize the slug because it doesn't need to be capitalized. It should just be all lowercase. So I'm gonna add that color. I'm gonna go ahead and add one more. I'll just do white. Okay. So now I have 3 different color t-shirt options. Okay. So that's it that we need to do there. So let's go back to all products and let's edit our product that we were editing before. So let's go ahead and click that to edit. Let's go right back in. So Now that we have it as a variable product and we added our attributes here, we need to go ahead and make sure that it shows up. So first thing we need to do is click on attributes, and then we need to go ahead and choose color. See, when we added the color attributes, it's now popping up here. If we didn't add it, nothing would be here. So that's why we had to go back and added it here first. So let's go ahead and choose color and then click add. Okay, so now now we have that here. Let's go ahead and click, make sure that both of these are checked, visible on the product page and used for variations. If you don't check both of these, they're not going to show up on the page. So just make sure they're checked. And let's go ahead and insert your values. So when I click in there, these three colors that I created earlier just automatically pop up, but we want to go ahead and manually click on every single one of them so that we have that option, so the values come up here. Now let's go ahead and save it. Okay, now there's one more thing that we have to do. We have to now go into variations. So once we click in there, click on this drop down, and then you can just create variations from all attributes. So it may seem like extra steps, but it's the reason why there's these extra steps is because sometimes you don't always want to show all your attributes or the variables, for every single product. So it manually gives you the option to do it for each product. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and click go. Click yes. That pop-up was asking, do you want to create the variations or populate all the variations that you created here? And I just click yes, we do. And so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. So now here are all our variations. It just created it for me. It put it in here for me. And so what we now want to do is that maybe, certain colors or, certain variations, will have, different stock options or different prices. So that's why we have to insert all of it in here so you can have that option to customize it for each variable. So maybe the green is $20. Okay. I'm going to skip the rest because the main thing you need to do is just put the price and maybe the stock option or your sale price. That's the most important thing. If you don't put a price, it's not going to show. So just make sure that you put a price. And let's go ahead and now go to the next one, the red one. Maybe the red one is $25. Let me scroll down and go to the white one. And then the white one, let's just say it's 30. Okay. And so let's go ahead and click Save Changes. Okay. And then make sure you click Update once you make those changes. And let's test it out to see what that looks like. Okay, I'm going to refresh this product page that I just created. And there you go. You have the color options. You can't add it to cart because all the variations have different prices. So you have to choose an option before you can add it to the cart. So here, green, $20, red, 25, white, 30. So there you go. And then you can add it to cart, and you just created a product that has different variations.